Welcome back to Mindshark Media. Today we are doing your guys' favorite, super opinionated, and we're rating stuff. We have some clan symbols, some what else?
Galactic symbols.
Symbols and logos. I don't know how to put it, but so we have just a bunch of pictures here, and they range from the Rebel Alliance to
Mandalorian clans.
the Fett clan to possibly a credit or two. But so we're just gonna go through, and we're gonna start this thing off with what is the most. We're gonna start off with the Mudhorn. I think it's okay.
I feel like people look at this logo and it's like, oh, Mandalorian, oh, Grogu, all this shit. And it's like, it's what?
Not what a Mudhorn looks like.
I like this logo. I don't think it's bad at all. But I feel like it's been overhyped when you have like not the Mandalorian, the Boba Fett clan logo that he wears on his armor that I think is just significantly better.
Well, another issue with this is that it only looks good on Beskar.
Yeah.
Like right now we're looking at it and it looks like shit.
Yeah.
So
when it's like silver on the Beskar armor, I think it looks really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Are we rating it out of 10? Is that what we're doing?
That or how do you want to do it? We could put them in tiers and just say them. Like it's like a B tier.
Yeah.
Logo. I think that's a better way to do it. It's like
I think it's a B tier.
I think it's a B tier logo. We can move on. Next, we have the Mandalorian clan. Have you ever even seen this?
I've never seen it. It kind of looks like a dragon.
I mean, I think that's what it probably
looks like a dragon that's about to bite its own tail.
That's exactly what it's doing.
You know, if I saw this like on a tattoo of somebody, I'd be like, "Do you have ringworm?" Like, I don't know.
What the fuck? Sorry.
It looks weird. I kind of don't like it. I feel like it's way too basic. Way too basic.
Yeah, especially just because there's so many. That's like not like I don't even know whose clan uses this. Because like it's not like they've just slowly made the Mythosaur like the Mandalorian clan logo.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't particularly like this. I'm like sitting at like we're doing tiers.
It's like a C.
I'm kind of leaning towards like a D.
I mean, it's not like dumb. Like I kind of like the dragon tail look of it.
I don't really like it. I'm giving it like a D.
I say it's a C. All right, next. Whoa, the Dark Lord of the Sith. I've never seen this.
I've never seen it either. We got like a little sun going on. That's not what I think of when I think of Dark Lord of the Sith.
Yeah.
That's a bright thing that we see, the sun. So that's kind of weird. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I don't think there's anything spectacular about it.
It looks like an old wooden wheel. This is a D.
I was gonna say C because it's like I feel like
that's better than the dragon one.
I don't like the dragon one.
Oh, really?
It's barely a dragon.
I mean, I don't even know what this is.
That's why I put it in C. It's just right in the middle. There's nothing wrong with it.
I'm putting it in D.
I don't think there's anything inherently
D for
wrong
dark.
with it. So,
all right, next. General Grievous.
General Grievous.
Hello there.
I've never seen this before either.
I think I've seen this, but because I think someone got a tattoo of it.
I don't know what it is, but like, I kind of like it.
These two pieces in the middle are like his flaps of his head, and then the other parts are just there.
I kind of thought it was like his back, and then like his his arms that are sticking out like over.
No, I think that's what it's supposed to be. That's like his ear flaps, and those are like his like his arms. His forearms.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like it.
This sucks.
I kind of like it.
The middle of it looks like something.
Stupid ass.
It looks like 2 stingrays. I don't know what you're thinking of.
I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm kind of thinking of like a saber-toothed tiger for some reason. I don't know why.
It looks like the bottom ones look like a mammoth or an elephant.
Mm-hmm.
This is stupid.
I kind of like it.
This is a C.
I'm gonna put it in B.
Okay.
I gotta like it. Okay. I've never seen this before.
This is fucking stupid. This is like they just took the old Rebel logo and like I know that's exactly what they did, but it's just the Rebel logo wearing like a Batman cape and with a fist. It looks like a communism fist and like like I don't know what the goal like who did they wear this patch or was it like on flyers?
It's like stand up and fight. What does his name say? Saul Guerrero.
But what doesn't he say?
What is it?
We need to.
No, what does he say in the newest season of Andor? He's like
Andor.
It's something about like fighting. It was like in the trailer. What does he say?
I mean, he does that one scene with the younger kid.
Yeah.
Ah, dude, he said so much shit.
Dude, we're gonna get like
That was meaningless.
Dude, we're gonna get like roasted for not knowing what he says in that scene. C.
No, F. This is fucking terrible. This is the worst logo I've ever seen. Maybe.
I just don't even.
F. Next. What the fuck is this?
Mandalorian Mysteries. Dude,
This is the dragon logo without the head. That's what this is.
What the fuck is the top thing doing?
It's a wing. Me no likey.
What did I give the other one?
I think a D. This is a D.
Yeah.
Oh, they can't both be in fucking D.
Okay, I'll put it in C.
That makes no sense. Whatever. The First Order. This logo sucks.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's not anything great. It's not.
I
like,
hate the middle of it. It looks like one of those like spearmints you buy. That's
It's
in
so,
like a
like-
clear wrapper.
it's so like wide open. It looks weird.
Is that supposed to be the hole in the like the what's the
Star
part?
Killer base?
Yeah, Star Killer base. This sucks. C.
Yeah.
I don't know. Next.
Okay. The Galactic Senate.
It looks
logo?
like it looks like a sword. I don't know.
So I think it looks like something. I'm not going to say it on here, and I'll tell you after the fact, but it's kind of fucked up.
What?
Okay, think of like this part being like a spaceship. And that like a building. You gotta scrap this video. I
Why?
don't know. This video is weird.
I don't think that's what that's supposed to be. I think it's tragic. I think it's a B. I kind of like it. You wear it as like a little pin on like a jacket. I feel like it's how senators would wear it. I'm in the Galactic Senate. I think it's like a B. I forgot what I said.
Yeah. I'm not against it, so.
Next. Data Shield. The Boba Fett Mandalorian crest. I've never seen this either. This is on every United States general's like shoulder.
I think it looks cool.
I like it. B
Yeah.
for Boba Fett.
I think it's a
I think
B.
it's B. Next.
The Separatist Alliance.
Well, what I don't get is that looks like a TIE fighter.
It does look like a TIE fighter. That's kind of cool, actually.
But that they didn't have that, so I don't know what that's for. I've never even seen this.
I've never seen it either.
Okay, it looks like the one symbol that's on the side of their ships, but the one on the side of the ships is like wider. I think. I don't know. It's not great.
I think the only
C?
thing I was gonna say B because I like TIE fighters. We haven't even cracked A yet, dude.
Yeah, no, this has been bad.
I'm gonna keep it a B just cause.
I think it's a C.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
All right, fire. All right. It's a cube inside of a cube inside of a cube inside of a cube. I don't know if you know that or not,
Okay.
but you got to look at it. It's not actually what is that? That's a. How many sides is that? Or tips? 6, right? What is that called again? Pentagon.
Pentagon's 5.
I know. And then it's why am I blanking on what that's called?
I don't know what it is either.
It's a hexagon. Hexagon. No, that's 7. No, 6 is a hexagon.
A hexagon has 6 sides.
Yeah, I was right. I'm not that stupid. I'm just pretty stupid. Because obviously 8's an octagon.
Yeah, I knew that.
What is the 7?
Who cares?
Sectagon? Sepagon? Septagon?
Decepticon.
Decepticon. This is an A.
Yeah, I'll give.
I
it
don't
an
think
A
it's
too.
S.
I don't think it is
I
either.
think it's A. Because it doesn't like scream Sith. There's a lot of like things that look like suns. Like that looks like the middle looks like a sun with sun rays.
Kinda.
I don't know. Next.
Okay.
S.
Yeah. Do we even need to discuss
It's on your
this
shirt
one?
right there. And it's on my shirt right here. S.
Yeah.
Dude, and like I know it like means a lot just on everything. Like it's an S. Like this is a fire logo.
Yeah. A mythosaur. Yeah,
Next.
it's fucking fire.
Republic credit. It looks like Bitcoin.
It does look like Bitcoin.
I don't know why there's a 7 in it. I'm assuming that's not what that means.
Yeah, it's probably shaped like a building or something, or I don't know.
No, it's probably a letter in basic.
Yeah,
It
that
probably
makes
is like
more
an
sense.
R. And it would just be like Republic.
Yeah.
This sucks. It also looks like the top of a guitar, like where you like tune it. C.
Yeah, I was thinking a C as well.
I'm pretty sure there's another credit logo that's like better, but I don't know if that's on here. The Rebel Phoenix. It's fire.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's fire.
I didn't know what you were gonna say. I was like, it's pretty fire.
I think it's an S.
Really.
I think the Rebel Phoenix is fire.
It is pretty fire. I was gonna say A, but I'm okay with this.
I mean,
yeah, but
we're picking our own.
But I mean, yeah,
it's
man.
A or S. It's fire.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fire.
Phoenix does what?
Swim.
No, it turns to ashes. What are you talking about?
I don't know. So it was funny.
Next.
Galactic
What is
Republic.
up with that middle logo? What is that? It has to be something.
I don't know. Tell us what it is, guys. I don't know.
It honestly, you know what? It looks like a Senate pod. That's what the pod. I just remember because when probably throwing them at Yoda. That's what they look like.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what the top of the Senate looks like.
When you look down on it,
Yeah.
it's got to be an A. We gave the other one an A.
No, the other one was the Sith one.
Yeah.
This is a B. The other one's way better than this. This is a fucking circle. That one has a shape to it.
Circle's a shape.
Barely.
We'll put it in A.
I don't like that one.
I'll talk about I think this is fire.
I think it's an A.
Yeah.
I don't like how it's like, if that was cleaned
Whatever was happening at the top here, like, if that was like matching on the other
that's
side,
exactly what I was
like
getting
that
ready
would
to
be
say.
an S.
If
But like,
it was matching.
that's got to mean something. Why it's not like that?
Yeah, because if you did that, it would look like Mordor. It'd be like the all-seeing eye.
yeah.
This is an A.
Yeah, I think it's fire.
I just clicked out of it. Fuck. Oh, the black sun.
I think it's pretty cool.
like the
So
sun.
we actually have a logo that's like looks like a sun.
Yeah, finally. The company
one,
is the black sun.
one that makes sense.
I think it gets demoted. Whatever you think it is, knock it down one. Because they got fucked up.
I think the logo is an A. But
It looks like a turn, like a dial.
turn dial.
Why'd you look at it upside
I
down?
don't know. It's kind of fire upside down. Not gonna lie.
It looks like a golf ball on a tee.
Yeah, with like a sun around it.
I think it's a B.
I think it's an A. I like it.
What's the Target logo?
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Okay.
Didn't we already have one that said Mandalorian crest?
Boba Fett crest.
Oh yeah,
This is okay.
I like it a lot. Like a lot.
Nostalgia wise, I think it's an A.
Nostalgia wise, I think it's an S.
It's not as good as the Mythosaur.
No.
Obviously. I think it's an A. Because I don't know what any of it means.
I think it's an A too. I think it's really cool. It's also iconic.
Yeah, I think it's an A.
Yeah. Okay.
What the fuck? Lord Revan. It looks like like from Alien. You ever seen Alien?
Nope.
Like the head on an alien. Like Alien versus Predator. That's like the head of the aliens. What does that have to do with Revan? I don't know how to. What do you think?
I don't even really know what I'm looking at.
I the only thing I can see is the alien. He's like riding like a speeder bike. That's the only thing I can see. I'm trying to look at it different ways to see how like what it could represent.
Kind of looks like a Spartan helmet with like the little like feathering shit on top.
A little bit. I think it's a C. I don't know what to like. I don't know what he even is.
Yeah. I was gonna say B because I think it's got something going on comparatively speaking to some of these other ones.
It's like a shark.
Granted, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
but-
I can't keep seeing Alien.
But
It's
I think
the only thing I can see.
I think it's interesting. It's like going to an art museum and you have no clue what you're looking at. That's what this looks like.
I love how that's what you like related that to. I go to an art museum and I'm like, yeah, I could do that too.
But yeah,
Oh, was that the last one?
no, we have 3.
I know, but that was the last one in that stack.
Mm-hmm.
Galactic Empire. What was different from the other one? Oh my god, he just inverted it. He added some fancy shit on the outside. This one's better. At least it has some more stuff in it.
I think it's worse.
I think it's a B. I think it's fine. It was definitely better than that last Lego. That's the Sith one, though. That one's cool.
What'd you say?
I
B?
think it's a B.
I think it's like a C.
It might be a C, honestly.
Yeah, I don't really care for it.
Yeah, it's fine. This one sucks.
Yeah, like just keep the middle. Like I don't even like. What are those? It's just little fucking
They're like
hexagons.
little boxes. C.
If you take away the hexagons, I think the actual like Republic logo is cool.
Yeah, and that would be like an A.
I think it would be an A.
And then those bullshits make it a C.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I hate that on the outside.
There's
of
no
that.
way Leia came up with that, right?
I don't know. Okay, see, now we're there.
Now we have the Rebel Alliance.
Okay, yeah.
This is an A.
This is an A.
This is an A. Yeah. Do any other logos that you like?
Star Wars logos.
There's definitely some we didn't do.
What do we got?
I mean, we have like the Vizsla clan logo. Um,
This just says Sith.
that one's weird. I don't like that one. This is like the Vizsla clan one. I like this one, but it's funky.
I don't even know what's going on.
It looks like one of their ships.
Hmm.
What is Bo-Katan's logo on her helmet?
This is the Rebel Alliance logo, but like that looks cool.
House Kreese. Oh, actually, it's kind of mid.
Yeah. I don't know what clan this is, but it looks like a wolf.
That's the one I just saw.
That's sick. Also, like this one.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I like
Why
it
do
though.
so many of them have sons?
Yeah, there's like a lot of suns going on.
So basically, what we've concluded is the Mythosaur is the Mythosaur.
Okay, this looks so much better that it's cleaned up. So we found a dragon picture. It looks a million times better. This looks a lot cooler.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't know if you've heard, but just to get off topic a lot, but what the hell is going on with Kenobi?
You were telling me, and I don't know.
Dude, I don't know what's going on. I keep seeing all this shit that's like, oh, Kenobi season 2 is like in production at Lucasfilms, and then I'm like looking it up, and it's like, nah, it got canceled. Nah, I got canceled, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. Like, are we doing this or
I
not?
don't know what it would be about.
I don't know either. Like, he talked about doing like Ewan McGregor talked about doing like flashbacks, and I'm like, dude, just do that in Ahsoka. They already did it.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with a whole season? It wouldn't be Kenobi season 2 if you wanted to.
It would
just
have
do,
to be him learning how to talk to Qui-Gon and like.
Well, that's if they continue
his
the
day-to-day
story.
life more. But that's what people didn't like.
Right.
People don't care about like the intricate stuff of Star Wars.
Yeah. So I don't know, but that's like being heavily rumored right now.
Attached to it, but they don't for everything else.
That's like being heavily rumored right now. I don't know what the hell's going on. I've seen it so many different like sources. None of them are verified, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on.
That's the thing I hate about Star Wars though, because sometimes those turn out to be right, and sometimes they're so fucking wrong.
Right.
Like the whole thing with like the villain in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie is supposed to be Embo, and I'm like, that just doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know.
Like unless he works for somebody that's like crazy.
Yeah.
But like, who could he even work for? If Thrawn hired him?
It's no, because he was in a different galaxy.
I'm saying like the Grogu jumps a little bit when he's already back,
Yeah, I don't think
or beforehand.
I don't know. I just don't think that makes sense either. I also saw this. They asked the actress that plays
Bo-Katan?
no Shin,
Oh, Shin Batty.
or they were they were interviewing her, and she said that they've started filming season 2, and
Yeah.
it's like really fucking good. She's like, it's such more intricate than what season 1 was, and it's like we're getting really deep into this, and I'm really enjoying. This is the best acting
It's
I've
good
ever
to know
done.
that she's gonna be in it.
Well,
I didn't know if she
right.
was gonna be back.
She said this is like the best acting performances like I've ever been a part of. That's what she said, and I was
what
like,
has she been in?
I don't know at all. But she's actually in a new movie that's coming out. It's like I think it's just it might be a horror movie. Because I went to the movies and saw it, and I saw her, and I was like, that looks like
Oh, you saw
Shin.
the trailer?
Yeah.
I was like, how'd you see
No
it?
clue
It
what-
hasn't come out
yeah,
yet.
no clue what movie it is. I saw a trailer for it. But yeah, she's like super excited with what's going on and like how it's like being filmed and stuff. She said it's a really good time. I like that a lot. Makes me feel good.
I'm so glad that they're filming. I mean,
Right.
maybe we'll get it in the next 4 years.
Yeah, I don't know when I think we're gonna get that. I think they're actually said that they're talking about 2026.
That'd be a dream.
Yeah. Like like a year or less from now.
Yeah. It feels weird because like we keep getting in and out of Star Wars, but I just want new shit to come out. I guess it's just because it's stuff that like.
So like, what's projected right now? We have Vision season 3 coming out this year at some point. There's 2 animated series they're working on. No fucking clue what those are. Do we have any timetable
comes
or
out
any?
next year?
I don't think we have a timetable on it.
But if they announced it, I mean, it's animated. Like, it wouldn't be that hard to push.
Right.
It out.
I feel like
that might be next Star Wars Day.
Or before, just to get something out before Ahsoka comes out in 26, if it is coming out in 26.
Yeah, but that'll be like a late.
So what else do we
That'll be
got?
like an October.
We got
drop.
like Visions. We got a couple books coming out that are coming
Yeah.
out this year, and I think a couple next year are announced too. There's a cool Darth Vader one that's coming out. It's called like Master of Evil, I think.
Yeah, I saw some people.
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about
like
that.
very intrigued about that. They have a Bad Batch book coming out.
Really?
Yeah, it's like in between
Tales of the
season.
Bad Batch.
It's in between season 1 and 2 or 2 and 3. One of the two.
I didn't. I didn't think it'd be like in between, like when.
Or
they-
maybe it's like taking. It's definitely somewhere around season 2. I can't remember if it's like before or after or like towards the end, towards the beginning, somewhere around there. It's around season 2-ish, but I'm not sure. That's been announced, but like we don't really have much coming out. Like Andor already came out. Like we have Vision season 3, and that's like all we really know about.
Yeah.
We
It's
know.
so wild. Dude, they're like the timeline is so long
I think they started filming Ryan Gosling's movie.
already.
I
When's
think
that supposed to come out?
I don't know.
27,
I think
28?
27.
I'm like so like I don't got nothing against Ryan Gosling. I just don't like when they bring in big actors because like I'm gonna sit there and be like I'm never gonna look at that character for what the character
Yeah, I'm like,
is.
I'm gonna think
that's
about-
Ryan fucking Gosling.
I'm gonna think about the fucking Notebook while I'm watching Star Wars.
And like that probably has happened, but like maybe with like someone like Ewan McGregor, but even then he was still so young
Right.
with Star Wars. But like there's definitely been people that have
Liam
came
Neeson's
in.
probably one
Yeah,
of the
that's
bigger
probably
ones.
in Mace.
Yeah, obviously Samuel L. Jackson.
I don't know why I said Mace. That's Samuel L. Jackson.
Um,
But like those two, and then like there's one on like that I'm thinking of, Lando as Donald Glover. But even with that was kind of like a smooth transition. Like
I thought it was too.
and obviously like with Liam Neeson, them to us that doesn't look any different. Like those like Liam Neeson and Samuel L. Jackson don't look out of place to us, but they could have for people who are older. But like. Yeah, like I feel like Ryan Gosling's gonna look so out of place. That's like as much as like the fan casting is like, if they ever did it, that's probably what they would just do with like Keanu as Revan.
Yeah,
But like, dude, that would be hard for me to look at too.
I don't
Like,
think
that's
so.
fucking John Wick.
I don't care. I want if they
What
do
a
it,
dude, by the way. Just imagine if he could add Darth Revan to that fucking just list of people he's been.
I kind of want to see it. I want somebody good to play Revan, and I think he would be the guy.
He just fits the face mold like
Yeah.
insanely.
Yeah, I really want to see
Yeah,
it.
I'm trying to think of a
need
guy
also
who's like that.
also they need to get on it if they're gonna do it because like
And dude,
Come
it's
on.
one of those things too, though. Like, so like if we get Revan, Malgus is not far behind. I really think that way. And then
Malik wouldn't be either because Malik is literally
yeah,
his apprentice.
and then honestly, when it gets to that point, like I don't know how Bane and Nihilus aren't apart too.
Bane's on that time period.
I know, but like if
technically,
we're
but
getting those characters,
yeah, no,
I
yeah.
think they'd be successful no matter what happens.
Ba-
Kinda.
I think Bane would be even Nihilus.
No, I mean Revan's gonna be mad successful.
dude, I don't understand. Like, just get these characters out there. People want to see them. Just do it
Well, dude,
right.
it's hard
go
because they
No,
already
it's
have
not.
stories and they don't want to like not make it like all about themselves.
Yeah, I saw the director maybe of the Starfighter movie be like, yeah, it's actually really nice being able to work on a Star Wars project and not have to worry about the lore.
Yeah, and see,
And
that's,
I'm like,
that's
what?
still bullshit because like you still have to,
Right.
but like, I don't know. It's set like post Ray.
Post Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah,
I think Ray's movie's in production as well, or in writing stages.
I also heard that was getting canceled already. So I don't know what's
It
going on.
was talked
with
about being canceled a while ago, but then they just like no. What they did was I think they scrapped a script.
That's a fucking terrible sign.
Yeah, they did that with the Rise of Skywalker 15 times, and here we are.
And yeah, where was that at? The garbage, dude. The amount of people I've seen that have been like, we should have just let them do the movies that, like, I think it's Rian Johnson. Like, we should just let him do what he wanted. And it's like, what he wanted was still ass too. So, like, I hate people
Mark
defending
Hamill.
directors. Mark Hamill just did a big interview.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
I haven't watched it either. I've seen clips.
To be fair, I don't want to hear it.
He did clips, and I saw this one where he came up with a backstory. He came up with a backstory for Rian Johnson, for Luke. So basically, he was married, and it was Mara Jade. I'm pretty
like
sure.
It's supposed to be?
Yeah. So Mara Jade was supposed to be there, and then they had a kid. And he talked about how, like, he would hear...
Benjamin?
I don't think that... Whatever. Anyways, but he talked about how in real life he... like hearing stories about like kids like grabbing unattended guns and killing themselves. Well, his story, he didn't say Mara Jade specific. Right. It went.
What the fuck are we talking
hold on,
about?
Let me tell you. So he didn't say Mara Jade specifically, but he said he found a wife. He had a kid. The kid kills themselves with the lightsaber on accident. And then his wife was so like distraught, she kills herself because of her kid dying. And then that's why Luke goes and banishes himself because of what happened. And I'm like, that's fucking nuts to think about in a Star Wars aspect. Is like, that's like the thing in Andor in the 3rd episode where Bix was dealing with the guy. I don't know if we want to say that on here, but that was just an interesting concept in Star Wars.
We're not ripping that. But.
Right. I'm not going to rip that, but yeah. So interesting concept brought into the Star Wars universe. Like that would be something that would be interesting in a way where it's like it's more real than not. But I mean, listen, I think it's better.
Why would he have left his lightsaber somewhere?
Well, I think it's better than what the hell they did.
He's always got that thing on him.
It's still better than what they did. Let's be for real.
No. I think it all, like, I don't think, that's the thing, I don't think I've heard a single good idea from anybody that's in the field either.
Well, like, if you just didn't do 7 and then, went based off of what we have.
Dude, they could have, honestly, that's the biggest issue. They could have just done 7, and, like, Rey could have just been fine, and they could have rolled with the fact that Finn was, like, a Force-sensitive clone, and... they could have just rolled with that, and they could have went and met Luke, and Rey been a nobody, like she was supposed to be, and her like thinks she has powers, but Luke's just like you're not it, and then he takes Finn in, and she goes on this journey of trying to figure out who she is, which doesn't matter, and we just have Finn as like a stormtrooper who's like I don't know why that wasn't just the go-to from the beginning. Like Rey's character is just so like just ass. Like I don't get what because like the original idea was she was supposed to just be nobody, and like it was supposed to be like anybody can like save the rebellion or be the main part of a story, but that's like I don't know how they thought that was a good idea and that was gonna stick with the way Star Wars is. Everyone's somebody and connected to somebody. It's not how Star Wars is. Like, it's going, like, you just can't be a nobody and be something. Right. That's just the issue.
But yeah, I've seen multiple reports where you have I think the director of the Starfighter movie, you have somebody else that's in charge of something, and they're like, yeah, we're just really trying not to make Star Wars super lore based so people can just casually watch Star Wars.
I'm like,
fine. No, it's not. No, it's not.
It is fine.
No.
If they're one-offing and they're not changing it, I don't give a fuck. Good.
Well, the problem with it is like...
But it's the people who say that and then bring lore into it.
But also, you talk about casually watching Star Wars. I feel like nobody casually watches Star Wars. You're either fucking invested or you're not.
What they mean by that, too, though, is Ryan Gosling. There's going to be an extra 100 million people who watch this movie because Ryan Gosling's in it.
Yeah.
So honestly, it's very good that they're not doing lore with him, because that means he's going to be nobody.
Well, we do know that his movie definitely is a one-off movie. Well, at least for now. Who fucking knows?
But you know what I mean, though. Like he's not going to affect the storyline, which I kind of like.
I mean, I guess, but like.
But I also think, like, we're getting 2 lore Star Wars movies, and then we're getting that one that's non-lore. That's fine. Don't be that, like, I don't think that should be the only project of the year. Like, 2 things should come out that year. But, like, I'd rather, if they're gonna do these one-offs, be like that.
Well, basically, I think somebody that works for Disney said that they don't want Dave Filoni to be the one that replaces Kathleen Kennedy because they're worried that Star Wars is going to get less traction because Dave Filoni is going to try to make lore accurate stuff versus just casually watching stuff.
Yeah, I saw that, but what the person who said that like misunderstands is that everyone else is a fucking idiot. So the issue, and I don't mean everybody else in the grand scheme, I mean in the sense that every person that they keep hiring besides Andor is a fucking moron.
Yeah.
The people who did all of the shit for the sequels, people who did fucking Acolyte, just they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They read what they're like, we did research. Clearly fucking not. And honestly, kind of on Dave Filoni for letting it fucking slide. Because they made it seem like he gave the go-ahead.
I don't think so. I don't think he has had.
They said that he gave the go-ahead. And
I don't
he
think
reviewed the Acolyte episodes before they came out.
I doubt it.
If they lied, he didn't defend himself.
I don't even know what you're talking about, actually.
There was multiple actors and actresses from the Acolyte that said that Dave Filoni watched the episodes and was in there when they were doing them and had to greenlight it. Him and Kathleen, which we know her greenlighting is, oh, that's cool. Didn't fucking do anything for it.
I don't know. I
just can't imagine sitting, and I feel this way about like the job I work too. Like, I would love to sit in and listen to those people talk about projects.
Yeah.
Because I think I would just start crying. Because, like, dude, like, you clearly, like, just from the attitude that came back from the Acolyte, none of those people like Star Wars. They like the idea that there's so many people that like Star Wars that their shit is going to be watched no matter what and be viewed no matter what, that they use it as a ploy to up their careers. And guess what? It made all your careers shittier because you made a shitty product in front of the biggest stage in the world. Like you couldn't have picked a more dumbass thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry we're complaining, but
I just don't know what, like, I feel like there's just so much conflicting stuff coming out of Lucasfilm. I don't know
no
what
one's on
the hell.
Same page because the issue is that George did what he did, and I think there are things that George was very good at, and there are some things that he was bad at. But the problem was he was good at the best thing he was good at, and that was dumb. The thing he was best at was the overall image and overall picture of it. And then he had his dudes who went in and made the intricate things, like dialogue he's not fantastic at. He has an idea of what the dialogue should be, and they kind of nitpick into it. And then, like, well, this should happen and this should happen, and they fine-tune it to make it make sense. But, like, grand picture, he's great. Not a single person in there has any idea of a grand picture. Not one fucking bit. Part of it comes from hiring, like, not having someone overall in charge. Because, like, you can have different directors from films and them work. If you have a guy or a person, I don't mean it like that, who's overarching, being like, this is where the story's going. If you want to film it differently or have your actors, like, deliver lines differently, that's not the issue. But the issue of the story doesn't make fucking sense. That's the fucking problem at Lucasfilm right now.
Yeah.
And that's why all the projects that Dave Filoni's working on are like, we're here and we have up until this planned out. And every other project's like, we're doing this and then we're going to see what happens. That's not how you're supposed to do shit.
Yeah.
Either go, this needs to be a one-off, which is what this is why I said that's good from that guy. He knows it's a one-off. He knows it's a single story. He's packing everything that he wants in his story into a movie.
Yeah.
Which means the movie's probably going to be good. It's going to have unlimited money, basically. The camera work's not the camera work. The quality of it's going to look great. They're already bringing in A-list actors. It's probably going to be really good. Is it going to be lore-based? Absolutely not. And we're going to have to accept that it's going to be a movie about spaceships. But that, like, I don't think it's a terrible thing for Star Wars because there's 3 options, and that's the second of the 3 options. I'd rather it be non-lore-based and good than lore based in shit, and then the best option being lore based in good. I don't know. Like, I do have my gripes with Dave Filoni, especially if it's true that he checked off on this shit. And there are times where I think that they should go a direction that they should go, and they don't. But I don't know.
I think the future of Star Wars is in a weird spot, and it's going to be very interesting to see unfold over the next decade.
My biggest thing is like, so like we were living through the Kathleen Kennedy era of Star Wars. Obviously, she was part of tons of movies, hundreds of movies, basically, dozens of movies, basically throughout the last 20 years. And, like, I'm starting to sit back and think, because she's, like, obviously making massive decisions for Star Wars. Going in, changing shit, redirecting shit, so I'm really starting to think, has she just coasted through her entire career? Or at one point, was she actually good?
Yeah.
Because she's been a part of some fantastic movies. But, like, she's legitimately in control right now, and they're doing stupid shit. So, like, I don't know. Maybe she's more of a theory person than she is a results person. And so, like, for something like The Acolyte, in theory, it sounded great to her. And then when it finally came out, like, and obviously she's never going to, like, be like, yeah, that fucking sucked. But, like, I don't know. I wish they would just say what they think. Like,
I can't do that. They'll get fired.
Well, first off, I guarantee you Kathleen Kennedy probably didn't even watch The Acolyte. She probably saw, like, a highlight reel and was just like, that looked great. What are you guys talking about? But, like, dude, even with The Acolyte, take the sets away, take the characters away, take the dialogue away, take all that shit away. Just props. Props sucked. Props. You have unlimited money and props sucked. And camera and editing quality sucked. That fucking lightsaber scene is bananas bad. She goes... And you could see the plastic wiggling in the wind. Like, are we serious? You could see the plastic tube on the screen. God, we're getting so off topic. I'm sorry. This started as like a ranking video.
Some interesting times.
I hope Ryan Gosling's movie's good.
I mean, I hope everything that they make's good, but...
Well, we know that's not going to be the case.
Yeah.
Something's going to be bad. I don't know. And like, I feel like even the things that are semi-good or stuff that we kind of want, like even we just got Tales of the Underworld. In the end, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
Like, I could have think of 100 things I would have rather have had over that, even though it wasn't bad. But like, we didn't need more Ventress at all.
I don't think we need more Cad Bane, realistically.
That was at least nice. I wish they would have just done all bounty hunters, though. She's like she's an assassin. I wish we would have got, like, a perfect time would have been to get Embo's story if he's going to be in this fucking movie.
That is true.
And then, like, Bosca's backstory would have been more interesting. But, dude, we have so much Ventress that it, like, I just don't know why that was made. And then, like... I don't know.
I think it would have been better for a Ventress backstory more, because like we get to see the glimpse of it when she was being trained by the Jedi in the Clone Wars, and then we get like post.
To be honest, I just disagree with the decision for her to live after the book.
I thought that was weird.
I thought it was a bad decision to have her in Bad Batch. But
at least they made the Bad Batch make sense.
They should have just made that Quinlan Vos, and it would have made sense.
Yeah, that would have made.
That would have connected to Kenobi too.
I feel like if we had had a Ventress like child story, that would have been better, because like we got the little glimpse that we got in the Clone Wars, and then just nothing after.
I feel like everything's patchwork. It's either there's a big storyline part of this storyline, or man, we should really like try to fix that problem that we created. And like I know that's technically what George did with the Clone Wars.
I mean,
that shit's fantastic.
I think filling in stuff's nice. But don't try to fill in stuff with like the Bad Batch and then fuck up Ventress, and then you're like fuck, and then you have to come back and do the Tales of the Underworld, and then you did Ventress as an adult when you could have done Ventress as a kid.
Yeah.
That would have been cooler. But no, we got the adult version. We had to bring her back to life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. I feel like everything's patchwork. We had to explain Morgan's story and the Empire shit. And we had to explain...
I mean, she did just show up.
Yeah. We know what they are, though. We know what Night Sisters are.
Right.
And then they did the whole... What was the other character? Fucking... The apprentice.
Barris.
Barris. I could give a fuck. To me, she was just rotting in prison. That's where she should have stayed. I just don't like... I feel like these people are coming in and they're like, damn, I saw an article about this Star Wars character. We should just, like, do something with it. And then they're like, oh, damn, like, this happened. Like, we have to follow lore. So we got to, like, make sure that we do that. Or just don't fucking do it. Like, there's so many characters that you could do that for that people would, that matters and people would care. And you're just choosing not to. And it's because you'd have to follow a storyline, and you don't want to. You want to create, even though you're shitty at that.
Well, it's not that necessarily people that come into Star Wars are shitty at creating. It's that they're trying to create within a universe that's already been established. And
Yeah,
that's not what you need.
Yeah, and it's fine if there wasn't establishment.
Right.
If this character doesn't have anything. Like, perfect example, if they started making a Rey show, and they do everything after, like, what they're going to do with that
trilogy.
movie.
No, they're doing a trilogy with her.
Well, whatever the fuck they're doing.
They're doing a solo movie and a trilogy.
That's going to be fine because you could do whatever you want and no one can say anything. It's all just after. You get to build a story.
You actually,
Perfect.
I mean, you could do something, like, as much as we...
This is why...
Listen, as much as we dislike your character, they could actually make a series now that's actually good with her character. I mean, yeah, you can't erase what happened beforehand.
Or could we?
I mean, you could. But that's always going to be there. It's there. But, like, you could make a story now after the fact and actually make a good, complete story that makes sense all the way through watching it versus the fucking roller coaster that the sequels were. Like I said, I don't know. I think it's...
Dude, like, a bad roller coaster, too. Roller coaster's usually fun.
It's a scary-ass roller coaster is what it is. But, yeah, like I said, I just think the next decade for Star Wars is in a weird, interesting, complex spot that I don't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've talked about it before. I'm excited for Ahsoka. I like what the actors are saying. It seems like everybody's loving it, which is great. Perfect. Sounds great to me.
Well, I mean,
we got
most
her.
actors say that though.
Well, that's true. But I don't know. But yeah, we started talking about Kenobi and went off the rails. No idea, but possible.
Yeah, because that's just another thing that I don't know where that could go. And, like, as much as I love you and would love to see the flashbacks, like, we could just do Ahsoka flashbacks with you in it.
Mm-hmm.
And that would make more sense.
Yeah, I think it would make more sense, too. Well.
Yeah, no, sorry for the tangent. I could keep going, but I'm just going to not. So, got anything?
No.
All right. It's been Mind Trick Media. Thank you, guys.